Thank you. I'm so happy right now. Listen, first I got you to admit that Dak isn't trash. And now you're saying that Micah deserves to get paid. Like, I love this podcast.
I have some groceries and take him to the strip club, Jerry. He'll be all right. No,
Hi.
We back. We back.
We are back. Welcome to episode 3 of the Be4Real Podcast.
Another clap.
I am your host, Taryn It Up Cowboys, and this is my co-host, Coach Ty.
Coach Ty, the one
and we are coming to you from San Diego, California.
The West Coast, the best coast.
It really is, though. The sun may rise on the east, at least it's settled in a final location. Hey, so as we get started here, we like to start every episode with a toast.
Oh, yes.
And, this toast, I really want to, as we've kicked this off and as we now have 2 episodes that have gone out live, I think something that has become so clear to us is like the amount of support and how cool it is, the amount of people who have wanted. Okay, and we will get to guess. We know how many people, and we love how many people want to be a part of it and want to be a guest. We will get to that. Maybe in season 2, we will get guests going in. It is on the books, but hey, I think as we've rolled this out, whether it's the comments, whether it's the follows, the subscribes, the different calls, the texts we've gotten, the different conversations we've had, and I think in my life, as I've gone through a season where I feel like I lost so much and I lost so many people and I left so much behind and started this new life almost, God is really showing me how many people he's brought around my life intentionally that just have been so supportive and been so amazing that I have family. I may not have but I have family, and that has been one of the coolest things. And I know you've gotten some amazing feedback too. So I just want to dedicate this toast to those people. And this, even the student, our setup here, our team here, everyone making everything happen has just been,
blessings on top of blessings.
It is blessings on blessings, as Big Sean would say.
For everyone.
For everyone.
Supporting us.
Yes.
And really having a positive attitude towards it. It's good. So here we go. Why are you running?
I always get afraid. This is why I make you do it. I'm so afraid it's gonna hey. Oh, and I had a couple people reach out and ask what song I was talking about in our opening last week. And it was Gyra by Elevation Worship. And listen, the thing about me is that when you get in my car, my playlist is either set to Taylor Swift or my Jams with Jesus. There's no in between.
Jam for Jesus.
Toast to all the people around us. Everyone's supportive. We all need cheerleaders. We all need people pushing us toward greatness. And cheers to that. And cheers to episode 3.
Yes. I feel like I say yes every time I get ready to drink. Yes. I don't know. Yes to the episode and yes to the champagne, right?
Listen, Coach Ty had a busy morning coaching, so he is saying yes to the champagne. Give it to me. I earned this. I can.
Oh my God.
Dig in.
Since 5 this morning.
Well, welcome. Hey, let's kick this shit off.
I'm here. Let's go.
Oh, we're out of the first 90 seconds. I said shit. So I wanted to make sure. Okay, so hey, I want to say that, what was the name of the place? Total Wine. When I went yesterday to pick up this champagne, hey, and I want to know because I'm curious. I never really pay attention to champagne, but you got me started on this one. And then we want to know, what's your favorite champagne? Tag it in the comments. What are we going to try? What are we going to do? We may bring some in and try some.
And this is Wilson Creek Almond.
Isn't that around here?
Almond.
Is that?
I don't know. But I know that I'm more of a, I don't know about you, but I'm more of a sweet kind of shit. I do not like the tart.
No.
Oh my God.
I can't do it. So sweet. That's what gets me in trouble though. It gets so sweet and then you just drink it.
Yeah. So we got Wilson Creek Almond. Like you said, let us know what you
It is so
What you
good.
like?
I went on a hunt yesterday in Total Wine. I had no idea where I was going or looking. I ended up having to ask the guy to show me the aisle. Like, it wasn't in the champagne. I was like,
Yeah.
what? But I did discover that they have like a tasting bar and like free shots and everything while you're shopping. I was like,
Oh, you was there lit.
listen, my son is
Forgot what
up
you
in
was
my
there for.
mom's for spring break. So I was like, I can shop for this. I'm good.
You thought you was at a gathering. You forgot what you was there for.
You know- oh,
you was like,
shit,
give me
I'm
another one.
shopping.
Give me another one. Give me another. What am I here for?
They have the different ones you can try. Like they have, there was a champagne, a liquor, and then you can set them all up to try them. So you're trying all different. So like,
lit.
you know,
And you're like, hey, you guys don't got no music here? Ma'am, this is not.
you are not at a
A
Taylor
party.
Swift concert. We need you to stop singing right now.
They're going to start putting limits on it. People are going to be going there.
Oh,
You
my
imagine?
God.
Hey, let's meet up and go to this one and get for free.
Well, when
Get
I
drunk.
was in Texas, we went into one of those stores, and now my friend just made me take a shot of, like, it was some whiskey or something. And you know how I am with shots. And
Yeah.
sometimes I struggle with them.
Yeah, some whiskeys are, yeah.
It was a rough one, but I thought that was only in Texas. I thought that was a Texas thing. And then yesterday, mind blown. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I got this. I
Yeah.
love.
Yeah, there's cheap whiskey and there's really good whiskey that'll get you.
Some like makes
Yeah.
you like, you know that, what do they used to call it? The bitter beer face, where you're just like,
Yeah. Yeah.
like,
That's me every time I take a shot at. And I don't. Yeah, that's a whole nother subject. But I don't know how people get used to taking shots with a straight face. I still take a shot and be like,
but sometimes I'm good about it. Sometimes I
Yeah.
can take good shots,
yeah,
you know?
not me. I need a chaser, a lemon, a lime,
Okay, so
something.
the
Salt.
wait, we have another toast because I just realized there was a stat this week that, like, listen, I try to be very creative. I have to, like, kind of in my job, I got to be very creative about how I like word things and say things. And like,
Right.
you have to make, like, even in terrible situations, you have to make people feel like there's so much hope in things. And so I came across this stat this week that I just lit up because I was like, Coach, I can't disagree with this. And
What stat
it
is
has
this?
to do with Dak Prescott. So do you know,
Of course.
do you know,
Of
Ty,
course.
that, no, but you're going to like this one, especially because
Okay.
you have a soft spot in your heart for this certain category of players I'm about to talk about.
Okay.
But do you know that the NFC East, which contains my boys, is the first division in NFL history that is going to have all 4 starting black quarterbacks?
Oh, that's dope.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's dope. I didn't know that. I wasn't really thinking about it.
So you have
Hey, I didn't
Dak
know that.
with the Cowboys, Jalen
Where's
with...
Dak?
Hey, you know that Jalen just finished his degree too? Shut up. You know what? I fucking hate Jalen Hurts and fuck you, Jalen. I feel like you're kind of dope at the same time. And I kind of like what you support.
Not fuck
And I
you,
kind
Jalen
of like that
Hurts.
you got an all-woman team and every... Like,
Give him a pass.
no, you a good dude, but I don't want to see you succeed anymore. You
know.
good. He
That
good.
one ring is it, huh?
He has enough going on. He has enough of a platform now. He can use that in a good way. We don't need any more rings for him. Okay, but then we have Jaden Daniels
So Dak,
then-
Jalen,
and then
Jaden
Russell
Daniels.
Wilson, because welcome to the league, Russell
Is
Wilson.
Russell?
For the Giants.
What is he?
It's Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston in the same locker room. Tell me that locker room is not about to be like the most spiritual.
But is Russell mixed? Not saying that.
No,
Like,
isn't he? I mean,
not
Dak
saying that
is
like he's
mixed
not
too,
black.
isn't he?
I was just saying if he's mixed. I don't think Dak is mixed. I think his parents, both parents are black. Not that it makes a difference. I was just saying is
Okay,
because he
see,
looks like
this
he's mixed.
is what I'm talking
But is
about.
he-
I
if he
find
had-
a stat that is good that includes Dak and the ones that black quarterbacks. Coach Ty, tell me you don't love black quarterbacks. Like, this is a stat you can't disagree with, and yet you find a way to disagree with it.
You're right. That is, give it up
I'm
for black
sorry.
quarterbacks.
Thank you. Can we
Yes,
choose? Yeah.
you're right. You're right. You're right. I was being
You
negative,
guys, this is what I deal with as his friend in life.
especially because we weren't allowed to play that position. I don't want to say never. Well, up into the 50s and the 40s, the 50s, 60s, we weren't allowed to play that position because that position was considered only for intelligent quarterbacks, and black quarterbacks wasn't considered intelligent and smart. So they never will allow them to play that position. So that is a big accomplishment to even have.
That is big.
Yeah. And even today, I mean, I got to be honest, even today with my son being a quarterback, a black quarterback is still hard and it's challenging. But to even have that in the NFL, that's big. It's huge.
It's a step.
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah.
But it's also a position that I feel like maybe was kind of coddled in a way because you can get away with not being the most athletic.
Yeah.
Where I think now it's becoming like an athletic position that, like, you know, we saw with Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush is accurate. I love Cooper Rush. I will always defend, but he just wasn't mobile and athletic. And I think maybe that's what like challenges people and upsets them is that like, oh shit, there's more athleticism coming to it.
And some people don't
And
like
again,
it.
we're losing. They feel like we're losing something, you know.
Yeah.
And
well, let's keep. And I'm not to go off a topic, but we got to keep it real. I mean, a lot of people look at, even today, they still look at black quarterbacks as, especially if they're mobile, like Lamar Jackson. Oh, he's a running back playing quarterback. He can't play quarterback. He needs to be able to sit in the pocket and throw, which he can do both of that, right? You know, both of those, right? But people still look at that like, you know, there's no way he's going to win a Super Bowl running like that or taking off it like that, right? But then on the flip side of that, you have Steve Young did it. He did the same thing. Josh Allen's running, taking off running.
Always gonna find something to hate about. No, he could be flawless, but yet they will still find something he does and twist. That's the challenge. That's why you have to be 20 times better, and you can't even fuck up once because then you're held to this different standard.
But it's sad. It's sad.
No, it is.
And it's very.
No, it's terrible.
You know, having a son who plays that position and you know is a black quarterback is very. Sometimes people don't understand how stressful and hard it is on them, you know what I mean? And being asked to play another position because you're fast, because you can get away and you can throw too.
But then it's easy to say or dismiss it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, they tried to change Lamar Jackson. He like his mom. I think his mom said, or he said, I'm not running the 40.
I love Lamar. I don't want to.
Yeah, but it's a very big accomplishment. I mean, that's very big to accomplish that.
That was a big
in the NFL.
I feel like I was like, okay, like
yeah, that was dope.
You know, this is my.
Who tipped that off to you?
I thank you. I may not be okay with my division right now, and I may be.
I don't think I tipped that. I don't think I did that. How did you hear about that? The black quarterbacks in the NFC, the first four. Is it the first four?
Because I know everything.
Oh,
it's the first division to have all four of its quarterbacks. Starting, all four starting quarterbacks be black quarterbacks.
That's what's up. I know everything because I know everything.
Because I know everything. No, I'm telling you, like, I sit in these meetings and then I have, like, in between, like, a couple minutes to, like, binge catch up on shit and, like, I need a mental break from this, so I need to binge on this and then go back, you know, like.
That was dope.
I know shit, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so the
Blue star for you. I was going to say gold star, but blue star for you.
The second thing is this week I posted out and I asked for questions for people
questions
on the podcast. And
let me sit up a little bit.
Everybody wants to know about like relationship status, and that was a huge one. And
what relationship status?
Everything, like
us.
Us individually, like.
Oh.
Okay, because I did post out on social media a while ago that I had a man, and then they're like, are you still with a man? Are you not? No, I'm single. And no, it was not Ty and had nothing to do with Ty. So, like, I don't know. I will clear the.
They got away from football. It was like, yeah.
No, that's what all of the questions were. I'm telling you, I had to cipher through. And this is the thing, like, I post that and I do all this stuff like in between everything else I'm doing. So I was trying to read them. I'm like, you guys, why do you give so many fucks about if I so many? And I'm not gonna lie, I like it. It's you guys are hilarious.
It's going down in Taryn's DM. It's going down in the DMs.
Okay, but I do want to address Blue 21 Ortegan, and he said, if we got married, would you be a Dodgers fan?
If who got married?
No, me and him. Like,
oh, you and him?
Yeah.
Would you be a Dodger?
No, not us. First of all, and then I was like, okay, so first of all, like, I don't even think I'll ever get married again. I
Don't never say never.
I see. Okay. Oh, you're right. Because every time I say never, then God's like, really? Let me.
He might come and sweep you off your feet.
Okay, no, but I can't be a Dodgers fan. I have the Padres tattooed on my hand, like, which is not really the Padres per se. Like, a lot of people see that and then they're like, "Oh, you're a diehard." Ooh, no, like
who said that? Who asked that question?
It was Blue 21 Ortegan.
Blue 21 Ortegan. I'm gonna help you out. All she gotta do is wear gloves to the Dodger game. She just gotta wear some Franklin's or something.
You know what I need? Listen,
simple. You good to go.
You want to know something?
Try something else.
For real, this is the Be4Real podcast. I was a Dodgers fan. I was a diehard Dodger. I mean, not die. Well, okay, I say diehard because I was fully committed, fully everything. My closet still has a ton of Dodgers.
Oh, so he's good to y'all good to go.
No, listen. This is why I said listen.
I'm trying to help you out on
Anyways, I was a Dodgers fan, but even more so than that, I fell in love with Manny Machado, and I love that he talked shit. He was passionate. He was one of those players that was into it. You know what I mean? And like kind of caused the controversy of people calling him a crybaby, but like not. He's just passionate and in it. Kind of like why I love Des Bryant, you know? And so I was a Manny Machado fan, and then he was a Dodger. And I was like, oh my God, I love Machado. And then he got traded to the Padres, and I was like, well, that sucks. And then I moved to San Diego, and I was like, oh, it's meant to be. I'm back with Manny Machado. We're both in San Diego. Oh my God, I'm going to become a Padres fan. Then they're going to win it. This is going to be amazing.
Manny Machado.
And then the Dodgers went and won the World Series. And I can't even celebrate because I'm already committed.
But I thought you were a Tatis fan.
No, I will never be a Dodgers fan again because I've already committed my loyalty to the Padres. I can't go back. I'm not a like clout chaser or a like bandwagoner. Yeah. Like,
I thought Tatis was your favorite player.
No, he is.
Oh, what the?
Well, okay, but
you want both? Manny and Tatis is your favorite player?
Machado is like
Machado. Is it Chado?
Machado.
Manny Machado.
Manny Machado.
I don't know too much about baseball.
You'll know him one day. You'll be invited to our wedding.
Tatis will be there too.
Okay, maybe not. I don't know.
If he has something to say about it. He's like, I'm married. Ain't he married? Tatis married? Either one of them married. Let's put that out.
Okay, anyways, I'm not getting with either one.
Right,
so
cool. Clear that up.
Let's be real. Yeah. Let's be for real.
Your crush. That's your is it a crush?
Not even, because I don't look at sports players like that.
Okay. You just think he's dope. You just think they both dope.
No, I loved Machado because of his shit talking and kind of that he's that player that like, you know what I mean? I think Tatis is sexy as fuck, but he's young. He, you know, like it ain't.
Stella got her groove back. You can. Taryn can get her groove back.
Okay. Anyways, now I don't even know what we were going on.
He was shooting a shot with if you ever be a Dodger.
Yeah. No. So I'm already committed to the Padres. We going.
Okay.
To get a ring, hopefully.
Well, he can probably be a Padre.
Okay, so anyway, comment number 2, moving along. And this one, okay, so I read this one, and at first I was like, of course, I already know. And then I was like, oh shit, wait, no, Ty, I think is going to have a completely opposite answer to me.
What?
So the question comes from Eddie75.
Shout out to Eddie75.
And he says, who's the best quarterback in Texas? Dak or Stroud? Dak or CJ Stroud?
Oh, that's wrong.
And I was like, wait, what is... I really sat there for a minute and I was like, wait, what is Ty going to say? I feel like...
That's a good question.
I feel like I know what you should say.
That's like Tupac, Biggie. Who you...
Tupac.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. I mean, at the end of the day, you need an at the end of the day. I think CJ Stroud is dope. I do think he's talented, but like...
Is that you speaking for me? Are you saying?
No, I'm just letting you know that it's okay to fucking pick Dak. And if you know it's good for you, Ty.
Right.
And if you want to be back for episode 4, proceed with
it's going to be Dak. Yeah, it's Dak.
No, but for real, what you I mean, this is an interesting one.
That is a good one. Because you know how I feel about Dak not showing up in big games. And then like CJ is young and he definitely got all the tools.
And they went to the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah, they got to divisional round, I believe, before the
It was a divisional.
Yeah, so and no one expected him to get there. So and he played well. I don't want to. I don't know if I can answer that because it's gonna seem like I'm a Dak hater. I am a Dak hater. Yeah, you're right. CJ. CJ. Fuck it. I'm not even going to be playing. CJ. I don't even know why I said I don't want to seem like a Dak hater. I am a Dak hater. I'm tripping. CJ.
We ain't got to be politically correct. This is CJ. Be4Real. I want to hear you. But what makes you say that? I say
because I don't have, like I told you before, I don't have confidence in a 9-year, 10-year career, and you telling me you only got 2 playoff wins and never reached the NFC. This kid is young. So he has his potential and window is way higher at this point because Dak is in his 10th year, going on his 10th year, right? So,
I think he has more experience.
Do I think who has more experience? Dak?
I don't know. This is
you trying to Of course,
at least has the experience.
Of course, Dak has more experience. I mean, but CJ has all of it. Like he has everything.
So you're a coach in the playoffs, and you have to choose who you start in Dak or CJ. You going with CJ?
I would have to go.
I mean, I know you'd start me over both of them, but like next to me,
it's damn. It's like I'm contradicting. I would have to go with the experience. I would. That's like. See, but you put it that way, it makes it sound so like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with a senior than a freshman.
Okay, so
if I had to, put it analyze it like that.
We started this podcast. God did all of this so I could understand that, like, Ty doesn't hate Dak.
That was a good one you just did.
With Dak.
That was a good one. How you twisted. Yeah, as a coach, I'm not gonna be like. I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't start a freshman, but I would have to go the person with the most experience who's been in those situations.
Well,
but then again,
this shit.
But wait, hold up. But now I got to go to the coaches board with the coaches, and has he really been in those situations? Because I mean, he's only 1 playoff win more than CJ.
Now I'm pouring.
So yeah, I don't know. That's a good question too.
Who did the Texans play in the playoffs though? Because they had to play wild card weekend, right?
Yeah.
Who did they?
Well, they won. I think they won wild card.
They lost to the Chiefs. Yeah.
I don't know in the divisional round. It's really hard for me like to remember those things because I really only watched the Niners game or the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, so you didn't watch any playoffs this past
I don't really watch.
What you're saying? Got it.
I don't really. I'll be honest.
Okay, so. The second stat I want to get into that I saw this week behind the 4 quarterbacks starting in the NFC East was I saw this guy break down how Jalen Hurts and Jaden Daniels have both been born, grown up, gone to college, gotten drafted into the NFL.
I have a feeling I know what you're going to say.
And made it to a fucking championship game before the Dallas Cowboys have been back. Like,
because this is what, 29 years since they've been in the NFC?
When I tell you.
That broke your spirit.
Excuse me, it's already making me choke up. If I could put that in a meme form, it would be me melting into this chair, just melting down like, they've been born, they've grown up.
Yeah, they grew up on them before they can even get to the NFC Championship, right?
No. They didn't just do all that. They went to an NFC Championship. Jalen Hurts won a Super. How are we supposed to be okay with this? How is my life supposed to be okay?
I've been telling you this.
I know you have, but I'm not.
It's like the rebuild. It's like the word rebuild. I don't like to hear that.
Okay, this is like, could you just be that super unhealthy friend that is just like talk shit with me and makes me feel better? Like, nah, fuck them. Like,
no, because we don't be for real.
Okay, yeah.
I'm being for real with you.
That's embarrassing, though.
We gotta hope they go when your son's alive. While he's still alive.
You don't even know what it's like for them to be good.
Nobody in the last.
He has no clue.
Wait. Nobody in the last 30 years. Well, not 30 years. I want to. The last 30 years getting to the NFC. Nobody ever in 30 years haven't seen him get to the NFC.
I have no clue, and I love that because I'm like
championship.
You guys think I'm so young?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So.
Young and thriving, you know.
Anyways. Okay, so I want to talk, and as I sit here in my Micah Parsons, hold on, let me fix my hair, my Micah Parsons jersey, I want to dig into Micah Parsons.
He played for us too when we played him. He did very good. Okay, go ahead. Get him. Shout out to Dak and is it Micah? Micah? What is his name? What's his name?
How do you not know? He's one of the greatest. Don't act like you don't know. That's like toxic behavior right there. What's his name? What is it?
He didn't do nothing against us. He never does anything against us.
Okay, no one did.
So I don't know who he is. Again, I don't watch a lot of other. I do watch Dallas. Yeah, he did. But
I keep you well informed.
He just doesn't.
Excuse. Okay, so anyways, but I want to talk about Micah because you know what? I could literally go on a rant. And Jerry Jones, why does Micah not have a contract? Why is he not signed yet? Why is that man? Not only are you putting him off and now you got to pay that fool more, he is one of your...
Yeah. What year is he? Is he 5 years in? 6 years?
No, he ain't that far in.
No?
Don't ask me. You know my ADD mind.
But you think he should get paid? He should get paid, right?
Oh, he should get paid, and you should make him a Cowboy. And because that. Okay, so here's what I want to talk about with Micah, and I want your opinion from like a coach's.
He is the top DN in the NFL.
He's
I can't front, but he just doesn't do anything against us.
Okay, see. No, let's really talk about Micah on a real level. But like, okay, no. He was drafted in 2021.
Oh, okay. Is this his first his contract? No, it's probably his second one.
So you don't ask too many details.
I know.
I don't know all that.
It don't matter. He didn't do
okay, but he got Defensive Rookie of the Year. We're flying past that. I didn't hear that comment. But he had 13 sacks, 84 tackles, 20 tackles for a loss.
Last year?
No, in his rookie year.
Rookie. Okay.
Rookie.
Okay, yeah.
He is a 2-time first-team All-Pro, a 4-time Pro Bowl, Cowboys rookie sack record of 13. And this fool is like versatile too, because you can put him in different positions and kind of like mess with other teams and use him in ways that they don't know how to read him, and like
they can drop him in the coverage.
And he's a dog out there. He's in it. He's intent. You know what I mean? Like the lion. Ugh. But like what? And he has openly stated he loves Dallas. He wants to be a Cowboy for life. This is home. Like, why is Jerry Jones? Are you not giving him a contract?
Yeah, it's hard to find DNs, that can get to the quarterback and drop in coverage, or even I used to flex my DNs out to cover the running backs on the swings. But if you can get a DN to do that, and it sounds like that's what he can do, all those things, and he probably can move in a D tackle spot if he needs to. Yeah, you got to pay him. But Jerry's a DN too. He's a quarterback, DN, sheriff.
Okay, so let me ask you this part then, because so Micah has taken a lot of heat because Micah has a podcast he does.
Yeah.
And
they all got podcasts. Everybody got.
Okay, they do. And men should not always have microphones. But Micah, I agree. Give Micah a microphone. And okay, so something cool to me is like the players having podcasts, and you kind of get that insight into like into the player, into the league, into everything. But then like there's also been a lot of talk on the flip side, like, oh, he's just busy podcasting, he's taking away from football, which I do not think is fair at fucking all to say about Micah Parsons, because that fool has never dropped short on anything or ever given up or ever not put in effort or ever not done. So shut up about all that. But he takes a lot of heat for that, and it pisses me off that Jerry don't cut those headlines because like that's your dude, like that's your boy, and if your boy's out here saying he loves Dallas. He wants to be there. He wants to do everything.
Yeah.
But like, I'm curious, like from a coach's standpoint, when you have a player or a podcast like that, like, how do you see that? Do you think that takes away, or do you?
I mean, if your production on the field is still there and you're not declining, or you're not being consistent in games, have at it. What you do on your off time, do it on your off time. But just make sure when you come to work and you come to play that you there and you in it, and you
still have to have a life,
Yeah.
and maybe that's his outlet.
I mean, if you're producing, who can argue with someone who's producing? I mean, if he's slacking off and he ain't, showing up late or just not being very productive at DN, and then we're thinking about the second string looks a little bit better, then yeah, his podcast he should put his podcast down and concentrate a little bit more on, unless he just, unless that person just don't care about being in the NFL no more, and that can happen too. Sometimes they fall in love with things outside and have a life, like you said, have a life outside of that, and just don't really, you got, and also they've been playing since they were 7.
But you
get
know
burnt out sometimes, but he's been producing. So
on top of
have at it.
On top of that, Micah is like, okay, not only is he a heart player and keeps all that together, like you look at him off the field, he's an amazing father. He's an amazing, I don't know if they're married, but partner.
Yeah.
To his girl, mother of their kid, raising their family. Like, he's very involved in all that shit. And to me, like, you have someone like that who is off the field, this dude that, like, you know what? Yeah, I would love my son to look up to someone like that. That's someone you do want to, like, look at this man being an amazing father, an amazing partner to his girl, like, raising his kids, still doing all this, still doing his podcast on the side, chasing his thing. So, Jerry Jones, like, why are you not defending that man? Why are you not putting him on a pedestal? Like, you have your man right there that, like, is that not everything we ask of players? Do we not ask right there? Like, especially NFL players, especially just being good men.
Yeah.
Take care of your girl, take care of your kids right there. That's 2 major things we demand and, like, are a big controversial, like, topic with NFL players. You have someone right here who's doing those things. Why?
Yeah. Everybody,
fucking sign of Jerry.
Everybody has a life out. You should have a life outside of work. Who goes home? Well, I don't know. It might be a lot of people go.
But as a coach,
can't wait for work tomorrow. I mean,
like,
eat and go to sleep.
Would you make it knowing that, like, you stand up for your player doing that, or at least, like, cut those negative headlines?
Was a question asked to Jerry about it, or Jerry just started talking about it? Like, how did it come about? Because for me, that wouldn't even come up in an interview. Like, why would one of my players come up in an interview what he does in his off time? But if someone asked him, yeah, he definitely should have had his back. Like, that's his life. That's his off time.
Well,
as long as he show up to,
it was headlines that were coming out about Micah being distracted.
So he should have addressed
them
it.
Asking Jerry, but at the same time, Jerry Jones very much so, the way Andy Reid has kept all the Chiefs players, they're off the field shenanigans and bullshit they've gotten arrested for. He's kept all that shit out of the headlines. All that shit's been silent. Jerry could step in and make all those talk and mumbles about Micah silent. But to me, Jerry loves the attention. Jerry loves
definitely. We know
so
Jerry.
He don't step up and he don't, where for me, like,
Hollywood Jerry. What do you mean? No. But yeah, he should. I mean, that's an easy fix. That is very easy. He's productive on the field. What he does in his off time, he does in his off time, and we love him for even having something on off days to do.
So we agree.
But he shows up and he goes to work. He puts on his hard hat and go to work. It's easy. Jerry can do that, but.
So we agree. Pay Micah.
Yes. I don't know how much he's asking for. Is he asking for a lot?
Okay, he said, and I think
that's another thing. What he
said he would be happy with a number that was very reasonable and very doable. And I don't want to even say it because I'm going to quote it wrong. I had it written down on my last
Okay, so you just want to get paid as a top DN. in the
But
NFL.
I don't
One of
even
the
think
top
he's chasing the top. Like, he just wants to get paid. He just wants to stay with
in
Dallas.
the new contract.
He just,
Okay.
listen, I think he wants to get paid like, hey, I deserve shit because I'm Micah Parsons and I can prove it. But I don't think he's like, no, I need to be the top paid, make me the. I don't see him as a diva. I really don't get
Yeah.
those vibes from him. I don't.
Pay him, Jerry. Stop being cheap. Stop going to the strip club. No. Allegedly.
Probably.
No.
Doesn't he has all those lawsuits? Okay.
No, you should get paid. Get paid, man. Like, they're all like, it's hard putting your body, you know, I never been at that level, but I've been to a level where like it's hard. You never 100%. You're hurt all the time.
Yeah, it's a lot of recovery time.
And people don't understand. Like, I know we watch it from TV and stuff like that, but you'll never understand what it's like. And I'm not talking about the NFL because that's a whole nother. I don't know. I wouldn't understand. I can understand from a semi-minor league football level, but weight is weight. But I can tell you one thing: when you get hit and you underneath a pile and it's 700, 600, 800 pounds on you, and you're in a position where you hurry get the fuck off of me. Like, it's
I hate my life right now. Get up. Yeah.
And in the 90s, early 90s, mid 90s, shit, we used to squeeze people inner thighs. The running backs be screaming. Ah! We used to do all. I mean, there are people who sock
You guys are mean.
dudes in the nuts and shit, and all kind, grab they nuts, all that shit. And while they screaming underneath the pile. So if you got like linemen and 7 or 8 people on top of you,
this is the shit we don't see on TV. We don't.
Yeah. Oh, it goes on. It goes on in the NFL. I can guarantee it goes on in the NFL. I don't know how. Yeah,
I would get so mad at people if they did that shit to me.
Oh yeah.
Then I would be getting flags the next one.
I'm pretty sure somebody's got punched underneath the pile in their ribs. They get up and they're like, you don't know who punched you.
Yeah.
Yo, it goes on, man, along with all the shit talking and you know, so, but, you know, he should get paid. He get paid, man. They're going 100 miles an hour at each other and they're hurt week in and week out.
He get paid because he's Micah and he's dope. And
yeah.
All right.
Pay him, Jerry.
Thank you. I'm so happy right now. Listen, first I got you to admit that Dak isn't trash, and now you're saying that Micah deserves to get paid. Like, I love this podcast.
I have some groceries and take him to the strip club, Jerry. He'll be all right. No, that's so much. Jerry.
All right. So this next segment we're going to get into, and we'll wrap it up with this one. I don't think we'll have time for Coach's Corner today. But we wanted to do a quick little, instead of the WTF, what is it? WWYD. What would you do?
Yes.
Okay, and I am dying to know the question or the answer to this first one. So I'm going to go first.
Okay.
Because I just need to know, in this situation, what would Ty do? And Ty, you have to pick between the two.
What if I have to?
Yeah, pour that
I have
shit.
to answer.
Pour all that real quick. No, I mean, you have to answer. Well, okay, if you don't want to answer, you can. No, it's Be4Real. You have to answer. This ain't one of. I mean, you can drink either way. You'll have to drink either way. But.
Okay.
Hi. You have to pick Taylor Swift or Drake.
Oh, Taylor Swift.
Ah! I'm so happy.
That was easy. Drake.
Well, I just didn't know if like that would be like a thought of like, oh man.
Taylor Swift, because Taylor Swift fucks with Kendrick and Kendrick fucks with Taylor Swift. And I'm West Coast, so I'm riding with Kendrick all day long.
Hey, Kendrick respects it. They like, I know, okay.
And ghostwriters ain't my thing.
I literally will like almost fight people on this. And I swear, and people think I'm so crazy when I say this, but I swear to God, Kendrick and Taylor are so similar. They're both like amazing lyricists that are on a whole different level.
Outside the box.
They're like what they write about and the way they like, okay. I watched my neighbor and his friend about the whole like Kendrick and Drake shit and the Easter eggs and like, like breaking all that shit down. And I literally sat there and I was like, you guys, this is what it's like to be a Swiftie.
The Easter egg.
Like the different like things he throws into a song, like the the amount of push-ups Kendrick did,
dropping
what
Give Me
that,
50
you know what
from
I
Drake.
mean?
Yeah.
Like those not subliminal. I'm probably saying the wrong thing.
It
But like,
is
you know, those little things he throws in that like you gotta
Yeah.
know what he means, like behind
in
it,
between
like,
line stuff. Yeah.
and like he hints at shit and
Yeah.
like all that. Like,
So you think Taylor Swift is like that? I don't watch enough Taylor Swift to know that, but you think?
I don't think I know.
Oh, you know.
I am the
She-
ultimate Swift.
She's a genius.
Like,
Yeah, you are.
you know,
She's a genius.
she is. She is. Okay.
Nice.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah, that was easy.
Okay, so what's your first one?
That
That wasn't as hard as I thought. I thought that was gonna be more of a hassle. I was expecting a lot more of a fight on that one. Okay.
Yeah, especially because Drake just took a L. Like, I don't know what he was thinking messing with Kendrick. Kendrick is a whole different.
But you
But
know,
anyway.
he tried to pull Taylor into it, right? You know, he tried to like Taylor made and then like some with Taylor. Like he tried to like get her to like, and she just stayed out of it. Like,
Really?
because I mean, she did stuff with Drake back in the day.
Yeah.
But then he kind of, I don't know. I
Yeah.
could go on. Anyway.
So my what would you do moment? Well, it won't be a choice between an artist or anything, or even a football player. But I was just curious because I was like, what would somebody do if that happened? So say you're in a relationship with a guy, and you guys had just moved in together after a year, and you're taking a shower, and he comes in the restroom like most guys in relationship, and he uses the restroom. And then you get out the shower and he's using the restroom, but he's sitting down. He's doing number 2, right? And you're like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I'm just using the restroom. And you was like, you couldn't wait to do number 2. And he goes, I'm just doing number 1. What would you do?
Oh, he's not.
What would you do? Would you leave this situation? You got things to think about?
The way my whole mind was going down the path of like, wait, okay, so he's taking a shit with me in the shower.
Yeah, we thought
and
he
then
was.
I'm starting to think like, do we only have one bathroom or do we have multiple? So then he's choosing a shit.
No, you got one bathroom.
Oh, he's peeing?
Sitting down.
Is there a medical condition?
What would you do? What would be I'm curious to think, what is I was thinking about that. I was like, what would somebody do if you get up?
Do men sit down and pee ever? Okay, I just had to make sure.
Not unless you're a toddler.
Well, I know
1, 2, 2 years.
I potty trained a boy. I know
Yeah.
that part.
Well,
okay.
you're potty training him. No, he's not potty. He's already. What would you do in that situation?
How do I know he's only peeing? Like,
he told you.
Oh, he just said.
Yeah, he said, no, I'm not. He was like, why are you doing number 2? And he's like, I'm doing number 1.
Okay, so if we're gonna be, sometimes that little type of shit like that would be enough for me to be like, don't ever.
You cut it off.
Again.
You have a talk with him.
Wait, we live together though.
You live together now. You guys just moved in. Do you have a talk with him? Do you like, look, this?
Okay, so assuming that like I'm not gonna go on any crazy financial debt and really screw my life.
And that was the first time you seen
to
that.
break the lease, and I'm out.
Yeah.
Why you sit down and
y'all both sitting down?
listen? I fully believe in be who you want. I love that. I feel like there's but like for me, I need a man. I need like you sit down and pee. Like why? Wait, why? We need to talk about this. We need to get deep.
You're not having a conversation about it, or you just like, I'm done? Are you gonna have a conversation? Like, we need to talk about this at the table. You need to figure out why, or you
I saw what I saw.
I'm good.
Though.
Yeah.
You know when you've seen, and you just can't undo it. Like. Unless there's some crazy good reason that you're sitting down to fucking.
Yeah. You know, I don't know. Is guys out there that do somebody out there doing it? I went to.
This is why I'm fine being single forever. Maybe not forever, but like this is why I hate dating. This is why I tell you, like, you have no idea. It is rough out there. Like,
I went to a Levi game, right? This is funny. I went to a Levi game.
Wait, at Levi Stadium?
Levi Stadium.
Oh, okay.
And I think this is probably like 3 years ago. And you wouldn't believe, like, grown men, like, you women are dating some dudes that are nasty as in that bathroom. I'm gonna say nasty as fuck. You just don't know it. So we walk.
But you have sometimes the women's bathroom too. I'm like,
oh my God. I walk in there. I hit the corner. And this wasn't like nasty, but this was like.
But you guys haven't mixed, right? Like if you're gonna shit, you have to go in a stall, right? Otherwise you just stand.
Yeah.
So you know if someone's shitting.
Yeah. But I even said something. I was like, I walk, because it was, in stadiums, there's people going in and out. And then the stalls, and Levi at that time, they didn't have the dividers on the stalls. It was just everybody can see. So I mean, at the standing, stall or whatever. So I walk in and I couldn't even help to say something. Grown ass man, 6'1", with his pants down like a little kid, peeing at the stall, just standing up, peeing with his ass out, everything. I was like, what the fuck? And everybody started laughing. I was like, ain't nobody gonna say nothing to this guy. That's crazy.
That's like the dudes that were next to us at
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, like those type of dudes. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but
they're
yeah. Yeah.
That was such a random.
And you're looking at your notes over notes at Buffalo Wild Wings, and they're looking at you like, what is this black guy doing with this?
They were just.
We're just planning. Don't they? Yeah, they were looking at. Yeah, they were like, yeah, it was creepy.
But like, those are the type of dudes that are dirty like that. Yeah. That are like, but then they think like those are the type of dudes that like everyone should be like.
I was like, have at her.
Shut the fuck up. You would not do that to me. Do not sacrifice me to people like that.
Give me the notebook, Taryn.
You're supposed to be my friend. You're supposed to look out for me. You're supposed to be like, no, you ain't getting anywhere near these people.
They're creepy.
You gonna sacrifice me?
No, I wouldn't do you like that.
Okay, well, we're gonna wrap up.
But more came though.
We're gonna discuss that later because what?
More came, like 6 more came. I was like, give me the notebook. I'll call you later with the notebook. We'll go over plan later. Say hello. They keep staring at me. No.
Well, hey, I don't know how we're out of time already. Like literally, it goes so fast. Yeah. But don't forget to tune in to our YouTube, like our channel, subscribe, do all the things, share it, continue doing all that. And
yes,
we will see you next week for episode 4 already. Episode 4.
4 for your jersey for Dak.
4. Who's number 1?
For my people that I grew up 4.
All right. We will see you.
All right. Another episode in the books.